Informs, the largest association for the decision and data sciences, provides the following audio content to journalists for their use in reporting with proper attribution. What follows are 4 questions and responses from Anna Nagurney. She's the Eugene M. Isenberg Chair in Integrative Studies and the PhD Coordinator in Management Science. She's also the Director, Virtual Center for Supernetworks, Operations and Information Management at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. Question 1. What food products are most affected by the current supply chain crisis?
Food supply chains have been among the most severely disrupted in the pandemic, and 20 months into the pandemic, many issues still remain. One has to realize that many food products are perishable, and some associated with the holidays are also time sensitive. Lately, some meat products are again hard to come by, with less variety available for consumers, and dairy products as well, with prices for meat, including poultry and eggs, rising over 10%. Plus, pies are in short supply. Challenged food supply chains have had to contend with shortages of labor, escalating transportation costs and congestion issues, extreme weather conditions, and various trade policies. On top of that, various supplies needed for packaging are also hard to come by.
Question 2. How are the food shortages affecting consumers and holiday planning right now?
Consumers have to be more agile and adaptive in their holiday purchases and should have started shopping early. Turkeys, for example, in some parts of the country and regions may not be available at the weight and form desired. Baking supplies have increased in price, and steel for cans is also hard to come by, so canned products from pumpkin to cranberries, plus baking pie and turkey pans are not as available. Families this year are expecting to gather in greater numbers than the year before, and there's clearly excitement surrounding that. So adaptability, solid planning, and early shopping will all be key.
Question 3. What are the most immediate actions that should be taken to alleviate the impact on consumers?
Okay, grocery stores and retailers need to diversify their suppliers and to build relationships with them. This is crucial to minimizing disruptions. Farmers, food processors, distributors, and freight service providers must invest in the health and safety of their workers because without labor, nothing gets produced, processed, or distributed.
Question 4. What are the long-term actions that need to be taken to prevent future food scarcity issues?
In the U.S., about 40% of the food supply is wasted, with about 1/3 of that at the retail and consumer levels. This translates into over 200 billion pounds of food waste, valued at over $160 billion. Reducing food waste through the food supply chain could help to feed those in need, and could also aid in the conservation of resources such as land, water, energy, and labor used in producing, processing, storing, and disposing of discarded food. Also, in addition to reducing food waste, we must do everything possible to mitigate climate change and its effects. We have seen in the pandemic more frequent severe weather events such as droughts, floods, and wildfires that have negatively impacted farm productivity as well as distribution. This is a critical challenge for our era. There is need for greater cooperation and less competition among stakeholders in food supply chains. Working together, we can accomplish so much good.
Please see the audio content release posted alongside this clip for attributions, soundbite length, and transcriptions. Any other questions can be sent to Ashley Smith, Informs Public Relations Specialist, at asmith@informs.org.